What is it about this culture that makes so many of us unhappy, sick, alienated from ourselves, unkind to others, unkind to ourselves, frustrated? And of course, what it is that contrary to this idea of human nature, we discussed the issue of human nature. Is there human nature? So there's one idea of human nature, which is what this culture promotes. Is that human beings are by nature selfish and competitive and aggressive and just out for personal gain and domination. Now there's another view of human nature, which is that there is no human nature. That it's just, we just sort of a tabula rasa, or which means an empty slate on which you can write anything you want. So this used to be one idea, and particularly in the 40s, 50s, there was this idea of your kids, you can just train them into anything. You know, you can program into anything by behavioral programming. So that basically we're empty, we're devoid of any internal nature, so it's whatever we happen to learn. But there's a third view of human nature, which is what actually, so on the one hand you have this view of competition, aggression, on the other hand, this empty slate. There's a third view of human nature that we're actually wired in certain ways. We're wired for contact, for love, for connection, for generosity, for connection with the larger whole, beyond the small ego. You know, we're wired for universality and all that. And then whatever conditions interfere with that is what creates the dysfunction. So then from that point of view, if you have a society that promotes selfishness, that promotes competition, that promotes aggression, that promotes people feeling dissatisfied with what they have, that always says more and more and more, that always says that people are only worth what they produce or what they own, or it's only matter that matters, it's materialistic, so that our form, whether you're pretty or handsome or toned or flabby, that's what defines who you are. Well, if there's a human nature that's quite contrary to that, then creating a society that goes against human nature is what creates the suffering. So I would say that what creates the suffering is that we live in a completely unnatural society that actually tramples on what it means to be a human being, and that's the essence of suffering. And there's so many ways in which our society does that.